Coach, I'll start with you first.
Yep.
What would be your source of motivation after such a heartbreaking defeat against ATK?
Well, I think exactly as you're saying, it's such a difficult one to take that you want to get back on the horse and make sure you're up for the next one. So we didn't think we got what we deserved. We have to make sure we get what we deserve in the next game.
The defense looks solid, but there are question marks about the team's performance in the final third. How are you looking to tackle that?
Well, I think the final third is about flank play, it's about finishing, it's about combination play, and all of those things we've been working on very, very hard. But our possession has not been of the best quality, so we've not got enough numbers up there at times. We don't get enough bodies into the box on crosses or runs around the box to move defenders for combination play. So we've been working on that, and I think that the possession has been better, and when it is better and we get the amount of players forward that we need, I think we will start to also translate that into strikes on goal.
Odisha has a great record against Mumbai City, winning both the home and away legs last year, especially Jerry, who did really well against them. Can we expect him to start in this game?
Well, we've got a fitness check on Jerry, so we're not 100% certain about that. But what's happened last year, 2 years ago, is not really relevant now. It's a different coach, it's a different team. There are different players, so we also have different players, different coach, so it's a completely different fixture. So history will not have any bearing on this game, but we hope that when we get the full team on the field, that we can give them a good game.
What do you think you need to get on the winning track?
We just need to. I mean, if you're looking at the ATK game, what we needed was a little bit of luck. We played well enough. I think we did enough to get a good result. At least if we didn't win, we should have got 0-0, but we didn't, and there are reasons for that. But we've got to translate those periods where we are better than our opponents. We've got to translate those into strikes on goal and doing the things that win games of football.
Mumbai City prefers an attacking game plan, and they play with a very high defensive line. Is this something you'll be looking to take advantage of?
Well, I think the way they play, they open the field up, they make the field very big. They've got a couple of influential players. One takes it from the back and dictates the tempo of the play. One tries to break your lines, and round them they have people that can get on the ball and are quite good on the ball. So they don't lose the ball that often, so they don't get punished for being spread out. Now, obviously, we're thinking that we don't want to park the bus, but we certainly don't want to go gung ho and open ourselves up to their strengths. So it's a question of managing the spaces and also at the same time getting enough players in to become a threat, because what we don't want is them to be feeling that they're on the front foot all the time, relaxing and enjoying the game. We want them to feel that if they stretch themselves, then we can put them on the back foot quickly, and we can also cause a problem for them.
Final question. The last game against ATK, Marcelino was struggling with his shoulder. Is he fine, or is there something to worry about?
Well, there's always something to worry about when the players are injured, but in Marcelino's case, we're not certain, because there's so few days between games that we have to do more or less a fitness check on him tonight and make a call tonight. At the moment he's sore, but we don't know what that means in terms of if he takes a hit or if he falls over. We won't take chances with him. It's too long a season to be making those sort of do or die calls now.
Cole, I'll come to you now. How do you find it working with Stuart once again here in India?
I'm very happy to be reunited with my coach. Learned so much, understood within the past, and it was such an easy decision for me to just come in a place that I don't know because of the coach and his leadership. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to learn and keep learning under him again. Yeah.
You've had 2 games now with Gaurav in the midfield, who's playing there in the ISL for the first time. What's your take on his performance so far?
Yeah, I think with each game, he's just gotten better. The whole team has gotten better from the very first game. With each game, I think we're improving. Bora is a good defensive mid. There's always room for improvement for all of us, and I think we are beginning to understand each other more and more with each training session we have. And yeah, just with certain instruction, information that we all of us can do better on, and decision making and choices. You know, that little bit I think all of us can do a bit better on.
You've had the experience of playing for your country at the very highest level. Do you feel an extra responsibility, especially when you're playing club football in a country like India?
Look, I give my best wherever I go. I don't put unnecessary pressure. That I don't think it's how can I say it's. I don't think that's relevant. You know, that I play to my national team now. I have a bigger responsibility. It's not about that. It's about the person I am and the player I am, and I wish to do my best wherever I go, and that's it. Yeah.
You obviously got out of quarantine late, and you weren't a part of the short pre-season. But how's your relationship otherwise been with your teammates on and off the pitch?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I mean, even before I came to India, some of the guys messaged me privately. The managers, the coaches, all very welcoming, and you know, even when I was in quarantine, the coaches, the boys, the work pass, they stopped, they greeted me, they spoke. You know, I felt so very welcomed here, and that for me felt very good. And once I started training with them, it became so easy. And I think with each day we are getting closer and closer, and we're gelling.
How would you compare the quality of the local Indian players to maybe some of the players you played outside with? How do you feel their level is?
Outside, as in from where
South Africa.
Yeah, I don't think the gap is far from the players of South Africa and here, but when I do watch matches, I see most of the foreign players that's taking that has bigger responsibilities in their team and making plays for their team, and yeah, I think that's why the league is growing, because they bring in lots of good quality for foreigners, and I think the local lads can all learn from these players. Not to say that the local players are behind, but I think it's the same in South Africa, where we bring in quality players from outside, that coaches and players that we can also learn from. So I think it's the same aspect here. Yeah.
Final question. Mumbai City obviously has a very strong squad. What's your confidence level going into this game against them?
I feel very confident actually. The last game, it was like my soul came out of my body when they scored that last 5-10 seconds, and I don't think we deserve to have lost that game. You know, if anything, I think at least a draw. And like I said, each game we've been getting better and better, and I truly believe that this game the next game that comes, we will do better. And yes, Mumbai is a footballing team, but if we just, you know, the way we concede goals, it's by our errors. I think it's by our choices, and it's not. Most of the time, the teams don't work for their goals to score against us. It's that little schoolboy error we make. So if we can fix that, and just keep to the instructions throughout the 90 minutes, because I mean the last few seconds, and that's where what I've noticed in this league also, a lot of coaches, they work on their set plays, and like our coach mentioned before in our team talks, that 70+% of the goals conceded in the world is through set plays and critical phases, and that's exactly what happened to us in our last match. You know, so I think we need to be aware of this, and I think with better awareness, you know, we're going to make the better choices, which will end up in better results. So I think I think these things have to happen so that we can learn from it and grow from it and take it to the next match. And I'm just feeling very positive for the next match.
Yeah. Thank you.